What's up, guys? Grizz Wizard here.
And I'm Hera.
Coming back for another reaction to The Rings of Power, Episode 4. Shout out to Nerd Chronic for editing this reaction for us and sneaking it past the forces of Mordor. So, they dropped a trilogy on us. A whole lot happened right out of the gate.
There was a lot.
And I'm so ready for more.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun so far.
So worried about the dwarves.
Yes. Yeah, bad things are happening at Khazad-dûm right now.
Yeah, I'm really worried about that. And the Ents too are we gonna see soon.
Oh
too.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
We've pretty much caught up with everyone from last season that's here. R.I.P. to Bronwyn, who just is not even going to be in the show anymore. That still bums me out a little bit. But Arendir's back. Theo's back. Yeah. Celebrimbor's making moves with Annatar, who's just completely suckered him in, like, immediately. But, I mean, he didn't have any hope. Like they made a point of telling us right before that scene that, like, if you have any face-to-face contact with him, it's already over.
It's
if you're someone if he's ever gained your trust, like, he can get back in there.
Yeah.
And, like, immediately he proved that that was true. So, yeah, and the dwarves, like you said, the trouble in Khazad-dûm, they've accepted the rings now too. So, like, they've bought into the grift that Sauron is selling.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about to be all bad. But I'm actually
I know what happens to Nori and
Nori.
And why am I blanking on the other
Poppy?
one? Poppy, thank you.
Right, it is Poppy, right?
I love Poppy. Yeah,
Poppy's
Nori and Poppy, because they got blown away in that tornado.
That's right. They got just, like, swept away, and we don't know where they are.
With the bad guys. And,
in Rune, as they say in this show.
Cool, well, let's get going.
Yeah, thank you. So much happened in that third episode that I forgot all about the evil wizard and everything going on with Gandalf and Nori. That wasn't even in the third episode at all. No, I know. Yeah. Like, we thought that was going to immediately get touched on, but, like, hopefully today we find out where they landed.
We'll see.
All right.
The one.
All right. Well, without further, sorry, Mithrandir. That's Gandalf's name in Elvish, by the way.
Oh, okay.
It's got like 17.
We're gonna hear it.
It's got like 17 R's. Yeah, they've already set that up. That's his whole storyline is like learning his name, I think. And we talked about that before. But yeah, when we do learn the name, again, for the record, it's not going to be Gandalf, all right? It's going to be Mithrandir. That's what the elves call him. So that's the first name that he's going to learn, in my opinion. But without further ado, Rings of Power, Episode 4. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Region is just under 150 leagues. We shall need an archer, 2 swordsmen.
Yes.
That's right. They put Elrond in charge. And she's pissed.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, I can recommend an archer and 2 swordsmen.
I thought he was waiting for yes, commander.
Yes, my liege. I feel like we're supposed to start sensing time passing. Ooh.
Well, I mean,
that's them?
A lot of it was supposed to be also the corruption of the dying of the elves too.
Oh, you're right.
You know?
You're right.
Something we're supposed to slowly be seeing reversed now that the Rings of Power are being wielded.
Ooh. All this, like, map
That's a fun
becoming
transition.
The real landscape and landscape becoming the map and stuff. It's pretty interesting.
It was a fun transition.
Lightning.
Lightning?
Damn.
Like wizard lightning?
This is the work of Sauron.
Gemnir, what other paths might we take?
Every time. Uh-oh, what's she sensing?
We'll get us to Eregion much faster.
Whose
There's
hand
evil
was it?
in those hills.
There's bears in them hills.
The hills have eyes.
We must go another.
The enemy is doubtless watching both roads. This collapse makes it more critical than ever to reach Celebrimbor at speed.
We won't reach anywhere at speed if we walk into a trap.
Mm-hmm.
She's not
Come
wrong.
on, be smart about it.
We go south.
Commander, I must protest.
Your opinion on the matter has been heard.
Elrond.
Opinion heard, Lieutenant.
Damn.
Is she gonna dip?
I mean, like, there's tension, and I get that they put him in charge, but, like, he knows she has more actual combat experience than he does. Like, he has to acknowledge
will not
that.
take counsel from that trinket. Nor will you.
Ooh.
I mean, that's really what it's about,
If
though,
abide
right?
by those terms, you will leave now and return to Lindon.
I should like to.
Then why do you not?
Because I do not wish to see
to
any of this company slain.
Yeah. She wants to defeat Sauron.
Snails.
He sounds so sad when he says her name sometimes.
Yeah.
He has so much emotion in the way he says her name.
It's one of the first words he learned, you know?
When is he going to get new clothes? Because that's a dang tent. Like,
he's been wearing that tent for a long time now. This is someone's house.
Yeah, somebody's cultivating here, too. Gives me real Jedi Survivor vibes.
Goat farmer.
Pardon me, I don't suppose you've seen a pair of halflings.
Look at the bees in the background. Woo!
See, you found the goat. It wasn't quite what I was searching for.
Well, there's what you're searching for, and there's what you find now, isn't there?
Hey,
he's great.
Hey,
he's singing the song!
I had hoped that...
No!
My apologies.
Really, dude?
Is he doing that?
Seriously, right? Oh my gosh.
He's like leading him up the hill with it.
I love how he's totally like clueless as to what's really happening. He thinks it's just blowing away.
Mm-hmm.
The branch.
No way.
No, is it? Seems too big. Too
no,
wide.
It kind of has the right gnarls right where it connects to the tree.
Oh my god, is that an end that he's trying to... Oh,
that would hurt so bad, man. Roots are strong.
Oh my god, this is like the wizard's tree.
Well, it's like Two Towers. Merry and Pippin went through this.
No.
When they drank the water.
Ah! Oh my god, claustrophobia.
I was just about to say, claustrophobic nightmare. Alright, Bombadil, come save him.
Oh my god, Poppy in the bush. She best be okay.
Can you imagine if she was dead and this is how they present it to us? Oh,
dang.
Down.
Maybe just... Oh my gosh. Oh, ow, ow, what a brave. Wow, they just like didn't even really think about it.
Yeah, that was just a straight adrenaline move.
Oh.
Us? Where'd you come from?
Live here?
Harfords live here.
What's an Harfoot?
Well, you are. Who are you exactly?
My mum calls me Mary Mac.
Uh-oh.
Poppy.
Is this a little meet and cute happening?
Seems like it.
Aww.
Nori's like, what the fuck, guys? Come on.
Sorry. No outsiders in the village.
Village? What village?
No village. There's no village.
Listen here, nobody. Either we're coming with you, or I will turn you in myself this moment. Water thief.
Is this really going to become the Poppy story this season? Because I'm all for it.
I'm down.
I'm so for it.
I feel like she has a more compelling story than Nori does.
Her story broke my heart last season, and so to see her start a family and like
she needs a win.
Happy.
She needs more loved ones. Yeah, I like how geographically different Rune seems to be from Middle Earth or from where they were before.
So I'm kind of surprised they got blown into a different place than the rest of those people did.
So these are the stewards of Fraggle Rock.
Yay! Look at this happy village.
No, this is fun.
Look at those gigantic vegetables.
I think that's supposed to show that these are tiny people.
Yep.
Harfords living in homes.
I wonder what they call themselves.
Stewards.
That's because we're not Harfoots. We're stewards. What were you thinking bringing them here? Nobody's that stupid.
They just needed a place to hide.
Boy, if we put your brains in a vulture, it'll fly backwards.
Be nicer to him.
Oh.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't feed you leg, limb, and joint to those Gaudrum hunting you out there.
Gaudrum. Okay.
I have walked across rivers and mountains and deserts to help my friend find his destiny. One the fate of the world may well depend on, yours included.
I said one good reason.
Not 10 terrible reasons.
He's a wizard.
Oh! I love it. Nobody was listening until they heard that.
The wizard under these skies
is evil.
It's the Dark Wizard.
So they're going to think that they're friends with the bad guy.
He conjured a sandstorm from thin air that killed 2 of my men. He makes his way north now, towards the Hermit.
The Hermit.
Bombadil.
Let the Harfoots be your sole concern. I will see to the Eastar myself.
Can't wait. Can't wait for that.
Ooh, staff is so
I just dig the whole vibe, everything they've got going on there. Love it.
You should not be working. Eat earth. Dig deep. Drink water.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
That's great. That's where he learned. That's where Gandalf learns it from. Well, later we see Treebeard using those same words to make the trees go back to sleep that have swallowed Merry and Pippin.
Been a while since I've been called much of anything, but back in the Withy window, folk used to call me Bombadil. Tom Bombadil.
Woo!
Goldberry.
Okay, please give him some actual robes after this.
Yay, Goldberry!
Somebody out there with you? I thought I heard a woman singing.
What woman?
Is no one else here with you?
You're here? As I think you are you?
He's doing great. This is a really good portrayal. Oh, look at that little lamb. Little lamb chop.
Oh my god, that was cool.
Shows what stars know, doesn't it? Newcomers, that's what they are. One year it's dark, the next you look up. There's a sea of tiny eyes looking down.
How many holes is this little piece of paper gonna get?
I know.
I love this
Newcomers,
little cottage.
Yeah, his little hovel.
Ah!
What are you? Eldest. That's what I am.
What?
What do you mean, eldest?
Eldest. Aren't my words, friend. Tom was there before the river and the trees. Tom remembers the first raindrop and the first acorn. He knew the dark under the stars when it was fearless.
Does eldest mean first?
That's what I'm thinking. Damn.
You wield power over trees, over wind and fire. You wield it as if it belongs to you.
All things belong each to themselves.
Might you teach me how to wield a staff?
Wizard's staff is like a name. It's yours to wield already. If you prove yourself worthy of it, well, we shall soon discover.
Cool.
Constellations?
Totally. That's totally what I was thinking.
I was meant to find you.
Wasn't I?
Aww.
Who are they?
You're not the first Eastar who's eaten honey by my fire.
Oh,
Years
say more,
ago,
please.
There was another. The Dark Wizard.
Alright.
So he is also an Istar.
His evil will spread?
Not without an ally far more powerful even than himself.
Sauron.
If these two flames combine into one, there will be no end to burning till all Middle-earth is ashes.
So you're saying this Dark Wizard is like a Saruman-level threat?
Great deeds are left to the hands they were placed in.
Oh.
I like that. It's a good saying.
Is it my task to stop the fire? Is it my task to face Sauron?
Your task is to face them both.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. Oh.
Okay. We're gonna see whatever evil's in the hills. We saw the hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it's the Barrow Whites.
What is this place?
It's the Barrow Downs.
Durin Gorthad.
Totally is.
Known to men as the Barrow Downs. In ancient days, this was where they laid their lords and kings to rest.
Oh.
It's about to get metal up in here.
Dead men are no threat.
Ah, well, you're gonna die first, clearly.
Oh my gosh, that was cool. They're just like strewn there.
The king sent a dispatch to warn Celebrimbor.
I was gonna say these are the messengers.
Okay.
These are the messengers.
Oh, there's the message.
Which means that now they know Celebrimbor doesn't know the warning. Oh! Chains!
Whoa!
Don't let go!
No, not Daemor!
Oh my gosh, I was worried that the chains were just gonna like.
He's just gone. Yeah, that would be horrifying.
Okay.
I think that did happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, show us. Give us a good shot. Hell yes.
There you go.
Prepare yourselves.
That's good and spooky. No, I dig it. That's pretty much what I saw in my head when I was reading the book.
They're blue eyes.
Barrow lights.
Clearly the blue eyes are like the most well-described part of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they look great.
Oh my gosh, so cool. So they're all like dead royalty.
And they're totally dressed in the finery of a long-dead culture, so it looks all different too.
You just have to like stab them all? Oh my god, I was gonna say that can't possibly be enough.
Oh, that's so good! You gotta be doing radiant damage.
No chains!
Ooh!
They're impervious to our weapons.
Mm-hmm.
The chains freak me out.
Yeah, I know, they're cool.
Hold fast. Come with me.
Where are you
They made me think of the barbed wire in Silent Hill.
That's what I was gonna say! I wasn't gonna say it, but I was gonna say it.
Oh yeah, no, we went there. We went there.
Nightmares.
Ooh, or the tree roots from Evil Dead, actually.
Or Jumanji.
Oh, yeah. Either way, it's bad news. Nice! There we go. There we go.
According to law, only the blades with which they were buried will return such creatures to rest.
Ah.
I think it's safe to say that something has awoken them.
No.
Someone.
My ex-boyfriend, Halbrand. That's right, he got taken by an ent.
All right. He was the only one who was taken?
Looks like it.
Oh.
Poor Arendir, he lost his girl and now he's losing his illegitimate son. That's how he feels.
Do not torture yourself, Numenorian. Theo has survived far worse. He will weather this.
I know, getting taken by a tree is kind of like the least of his.
I mean, you get taken by the Ents, you either get killed really quickly or you end up with some badass allies.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Either it's one or the other. Who just be camped out here? Oh.
Oh my god.
Damn.
It's an arm? Whose arm?
These are the wild men.
Oh, dang. That would explain why they didn't take their weapons.
Yeah, and the two towers, they don't really linger on what happens to you after the Ents are done with you.
There you go.
You missed a spot.
Oh my god. He's like all sorts of dirty.
Yeah, I know. One spot, he missed his whole face.
Fancy you never want for water on your island.
No, Numenor, we have water in most of our homes.
I'd like to see that.
I wager you're betrothed with two? We ought to keep moving.
Arendir's like, what's going on over here?
I noticed a wound on your neck.
Oh.
Alright.
Looks to be recent. We all do foolish things sometimes. Especially in moments of hopelessness.
He's calling you out. Oh, dang.
I think he handled that pretty smoothly.
Astrid, what is this?
Infected. That's what that is.
The wildmen do it to hide the mark of Ada. We
So
would have
she's
caught her at the
also a
gate had she
wildman?
not come in with you.
He's a wild man.
Oh, don't blame Isildur for this. Damn. But was it against her will, though? Like, we don't know what forced her to take that made her take the mark of Adar, you know?
You were using me all along. Wait, you don't even have a betrothed.
Would you rather I died in Mordor?
I don't know. Let me think.
Oof, that was mean. You
Yeah,
don't even know each other that well.
He's got a lot of an edge to him these days. He's been through war now, you know? Hang on, I gotta do some elf stuff.
I love how intense he is now. He's like so not elfy anymore at all.
He's the most stressed out elf I've ever seen. Yeah.
Like look how dirty he is and exhausted.
All right, let's see it.
Oh my gosh, she's like in a big
That's cool.
tree prison.
Totally, tree prison. That's the word I was gonna use too.
Well fed's a week.
Well fed. Oh.
So if these are wild men, does that mean this forest is close to Dunland? Let me know in the comments. There you go.
Nice
But the
catch.
Foley for this scene was fun.
Might be easier to balance if I had use of my hands.
You would have still fallen.
Come on, unlock me.
Uh-oh. Did you
Dude.
fall in some like quick mud or something?
It's all right. Be still.
Love that we heard it but didn't see it. The more you struggle, the more you sink, dude. Oh god, this is unlocking never-ending story trauma for me.
Yeah, I know. It's too bad that he kind of looks like what's his face too.
He totally looks like him.
No!
Whoa! Seriously? They're gonna come bursting back out, Bog of Eternal Stench style.
I know, seriously, like, what else are you gonna do?
I mean, sorry, like Princess Bride style.
I love how it's just like gurgle, gurgle. Aw, good on you, girl. Come on, you can do it. Whoa.
Oh god, that's
What
not
is
them.
that?
Roll for initiative. Ah!
Oh my god, he's inside! They got swallowed! Oh, so gross! That was so
Yes!
What was that?
face!
There are nameless things in the deep places of this world.
I don't know.
This one we shall call supper.
Dungeon Meshi. Amazing. I was about to joke that we will call this lunch, and then he said it.
You two are to be cast out at sunrise.
Even he's locked up with them.
He brought them there. That's the big crime.
Sadek likely would have done the same thing.
Sadek.
I tried to find her. He was called Sadek Boris.
Oh my god, they know Sadek?
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
Story goes, in ancient days, there was a Stour. They say he dreamed one night of a place with endless streams of cold water. He called it the Suzat. Struck out one year with a caravan of followers to find it. Promised when he did, he'd send someone back to gather the rest of us. But that was the last any of us ever heard of Rory Mass Burrows.
Whoa.
So you're part of like the lost expedition from the Stewards. That's where the Harfoots come from.
Rory Mass never found the Suzat. We just kept wandering.
Sad.
You know, she misses her family so much.
That's all about.
Did someone just yell spiders?
Rider sighted.
Oh, riders. Whew! Phew! That was a close one.
Riders. It's sundown.
They better not be spider riders.
To what do we owe the pleasure?
Oh! Come on now.
The Harfoots. Where are they?
The only halflings we know about in this desert are Stours.
Ooh, it's not
Do you
untrue.
know why we wear these masks?
I would very much like to know.
Wizard, and when we return with him, you will find out for yourselves.
He sounded kind of emotional when he said that. What is up with these guys?
I know, I don't get them either.
I know you believe this ring is deceiving me, but I believe it is guiding me.
It can be doing both,
right.
Galadriel.
And you're both wrong.
My father foresaw that one day Celebrimbor's life would be in my hands. I will choose the path I must to give me the best hope of protecting it.
Protecting that which is most fragile is a task entrusted to all elves.
Did you just call Celebrimbor fragile?
Promise me, Eldest, you will put opposing Sauron above all other considerations.
I will make no promise whose asking is born of that ring.
Probably wise.
Defeating Sauron will come first. Even before you.
Forgive me, Commander. We heard drums.
Uh-oh. Drums.
Drums
like
in
orc
the deep.
drums, or...
How did he get the mud off of him in the middle of the wood?
right?
Did he take a shower?
Right.
Like his skin's totally clean now.
Spring somewhere. Really, dude?
Doesn't come to folk like me. Sooner or later they'll cast me out. You know they will.
He was just waiting. He was just
walked,
waiting
he
for you to
walked
try
away
that.
just to stand on that rock.
Mm-hmm.
I won't let them cost you out.
That's true. Isildur has never been very good at casting things out, has he?
The blossoms.
The Ents.
He's been tracking these blossoms.
The Ents are back, Ted. Oh!
Oh!
Oh, she dead.
Oh, there's no way she survived that.
Into the rock? There's no way.
Hast thou ever touched axe to wooded life?
The orcs made him do it.
Great pain I have, but...
Whoops.
Cool. Wow, they look really good.
Wow, that was like a felled one that had been
The
laying
trees are
there.
waking up and remembering they are strong.
An army of them, maiming and murdering as they marched. The spilling sap and burning branch called to us from afar.
Sure.
Winterbloom nourished many of those trees from seed and sprout. Do not ask her to speak more of it.
They are no different from them.
So Winterbloom is an Ent wife.
Mm-hmm. An Ent mother, it sounds like.
And this is important for Arendir too, because I bet it's been haunting him that he had to cut that tree down. You know?
That's right.
Forgiveness takes an age. Rain, washing clear the long memory of soil. New bark, covering old scars.
I promise, we will see to it that the trees of this wood are left in peace.
I think they know what peace is.
It is what comes after the night storms.
I feel like a tree is the only thing that truly knows what peace is.
Right?
We have tended this forest since before the mountains rose up and divided it. When the only sound here was the light upon the moss.
Man, this is a beautiful sequence.
Theo.
Like the score for the Ents is so good.
Aww, the hug.
Show us his ears, you cowards.
I know. Theo has seen his own ears too, by the way.
You're alive?
There's no way. She'd be like paralyzed.
She was crunched against that rock, hit in full force by a tree.
Is that her betrothed?
Hagen,
I thought you...
So did I.
Oh, good. Haagen-Dazs survived.
I made a promise.
Thank you for keeping it.
God, this kid. Like, manly voice he has.
I know.
Orcs are on the move. Perhaps have another chance to confront Adar. You can come with me if you wish.
I don't know what else is there for him.
Be good.
I have promises of my own to keep.
Oh.
Then my Glenno, Lord of Pelargia.
Nice. Full respect. Pot. Yes, let's go.
Like that's like their.
Woo! There's them drums. Oh my god, look at that orc.
Oh my god.
Word of this must reach the High King before our host sails for Mordor.
Oh shit.
I was like, you guys are real close.
Aww. Man, you guys suck.
So they just saw a wild horse or something?
They're full-time soldiers.
No! Great, now they can smell blood.
Oh, flesh. I knew we were gonna lose this whole little party except for Elrond and Galadriel.
What?
Wait, she has healing powers?
The ring is. It's the ring.
Take it, Elrond.
What's happening? She's gonna let herself be captured?
She's gonna try and slow them down so that the party can escape with the ring. Yes! Oh, let's go, Galadriel!
She only has so many of those. Nice.
Woo!
Sweet. Dang, they
this
really
is
caught
great.
fire. Woo! Shows does a good duck on the horse.
I mean, she is like
Good
Soldier
dodge.
Supreme of all elves. Whipping him with a chain! Oh!
Oh. Yeah.
Hell yes.
She's so cool. Ah!
She's like, I don't need no
Come on,
reinforcements.
dude. She's...
Go back to the shadow.
One, I feel like the compulsion isn't just from the
Let's
ring.
go! Oh! Is it the troll? Is it the troll?
Oh my god, no. Oh.
Oh. Damn.
I feel like you could still let go of the bow and it would have...
Don't end! That was a good ending. I've been waiting for a reunion between Adar and Galadriel because like they left things pretty intense.
Yeah, they did.
So that's gonna be cool to see what happens next and how we end up with, because we know from the trailer that eventually it's gonna be Halbrand and Galadriel seeing each other again. So somehow Sauron's forces are gonna have to clash.
She's gonna recognize him, right? Like
they're gonna have to clash with Adar. Well, maybe. Celebrimbor got a lot of FaceTime with Halbrand and has no idea who Anatar is, but Celebrimbor's a little bit like he's fully drank in the Kool-Aid.
I was gonna say he's got some glasses on.
Yeah, I think there's some willful ignorance going on, at least just a little bit. That was a good episode, though. I really enjoyed the Ent scene with Arondir, and Isildur. That was like really touching, and I think it was really like the music that did it for me. The music, like the score that went with that scene, along with what the Ent wife, what was her name?
I didn't catch it.
Wild Honey or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Like the monologue that they gave her was like really poignant, and I don't know, just that scene really got me.
I think it's really interesting that how poetic they make the Ents speak, and like when you're speaking to an Ent, how you have to speak with nature. You know, like that. It's
you have to speak with nature, but you got to speak with such like intention because it takes so long to communicate with them. There needs to be like deliberate intention behind every word that you choose. You know, and maybe that's why they come across as so poetic, is because there's so much design behind the words that eventually do come out.
Yeah.
That scene was awesome.
Yeah. And then the story of the Harfoots and their origin. That was really sad too. And like,
it is always kind of bittersweet. Sorry, finish your thought.
No, just that it was kind of sad that their history was not what they thought it was, and
yeah. It's all. I do kind of appreciate it sometimes when shows will like posthumously expand on a character, like Sadek Burrows from last season. He had an arc, he had some development. He died heroically in the end.
Yeah.
But like his presence is still with us in that we're learning new things about him and his family, and he's got this new significance, even though he's not really part of the show anymore. And that makes the characters feel more alive and more like living, breathing characters with this history that, you know, continues to be referenced after they're gone.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah.
As soon as it cut to the orcs, everything like got turned up to 11. Numbot! The orcs in this show are among the best, not just in Lord of the Rings, but 11. In fantasy that we've seen. Like the prosthetics, the faces, they look so good.
Yeah, they look disgusting. It's
and
great.
The actors are killing it. Like the movements, the expressions, the voices. Like they know how disgusting they look, and they're
everyone's
loving
going
it.
110%.
They're
like,
loving it.
Sure.
But wouldn't you though? If you got to be like professionally made up as an orc, like I would be like going crazy.
I smell elf.
Man flesh. Like I would be leading the charge. All right. I'd be waving that Adar flag. That's how it would be. This was a banger of an episode. I feel like season 2, we're only 4 episodes in, but I feel like it's already stronger than season 1, just in terms of pacing, like from an episode to episode kind of point of view. Season 1 had some incredible moments, but I feel like if you look at the story overall, there's like weak spots between really cool things that happen. I feel like there's been almost no fat on the bones of season 2. Like everything has serviced the story in the moment while setting up for bigger things happening around the corner. We're getting exposition and world building in ways that don't feel like they slow down the story.
Yeah,
and that's a huge one with Tolkien because like it's so dense and there's so much information, so much history. It's really hard to find a balance where you can like articulate and convey so much exposition to the audience without it feeling either ham-fisted or like it's taking way too long,
or they've cut things out, too.
Or it grinds the plot to a halt, and we suddenly have a history lesson, and then we keep moving. Like they do it on the fly.
Season 1, they had to set the stage for everything, so there were parts of it felt like it was dragging because they just had to establish so much. And now that that's all established, they get to start just putting plot together, and like now, like. You know, critical moment after critical moment can happen, and
it really feels like payoff after payoff. You know, like we like you said, season 1 was all of the setup. And because the story that's being told is so convoluted, has so many characters, and the context is what their dad's dad did. In almost every case, like it was kind of necessary. Like I can't think of a way to like articulate season 1 in a different way. I feel like they kind of had to go that route. But now we get to see the fruit of that labor, and so far it's been really rewarding. And like we got our first little flash, like our first little hint at the Siege of Eregion just now with Galadriel having that vision when she took off the ring, seeing
this ring stuff,
seeing the crown of Morgoth get planted down in the middle of there, seeing people get cast down, the battle. So. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be so good.
And then there's Bombadil and Gandalf and...
Really liked that, by the way. Bombadil, I thought was like a...
That was also a very touching moment, too. And very, like, deep and, like, somber and, like...
There are so many ways that an actor could, like, take Bombadil. And all of it would technically be correct because the books, like... There's the way he's described, like visually, is pretty succinct, but like he's characterized in like a bunch of different ways in rapid fire, like in the scenes that he's in. You know, he's very, very merry and jolly, to the point of being like silly and kind of goofy. But then he also will turn around and say like really dark, intense, impactful, world breaching stuff, and like stare Gandalf in the eyes. And then sing a song called Ring-a-Dong Dillo. Like, so it's just like bang, 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 whiplash with his character.
And
so
to magic.
When you bring that onto the screen, I feel like you could do a really faithful adaptation of Tom Bombadil and look just downright schizophrenic. And they didn't. They found a really graceful way to pull off, like, I feel like this guy, I don't know the actor. I don't know the name of the actor who portrayed him, but he did a fantastic job. And I feel like he found a way to draw from each of those little pockets of different, like, very different personalities that Bombadil has and, like, put them together into something that's subtle and believable. And, like, he felt like this spiritual being that was ultimately powerful and like basically didn't even fit in here. He should be up in the cosmos somewhere.
Like when he yawned and he was all like, and like out the flame, just
exactly.
like, because it was just so much like
effortlessly demonstrating this power. But on the other hand, he was just like some guy. And that's really that's really the balance of Bombadil, is that he is ultimately powerful, but he's just some fucking guy.
He's
you know?
the eldest.
In the books, he puts on the ring and nothing happens. And he's like, cool, all right, here you go. Gives it back to him and then fucks off. Like,
the only one, huh?
Yeah, he never lifts a finger to help in the plan.
He's been around since before all of that.
He's eldest, because he's eldest.
He's eldest.
That was a fascinating choice of words, and I want to know more about that. Was he, in fact, the first thing that Aule or Manwe, no, I think Aule, created?
I know, the way
the first of his children.
Describing it, it's like he's not the first Istar, he's not the first wizard, he's not the first.
It's always...
He's like the first.
I don't know.
The eldest.
Bombadil is a mystery by design. Like, you can't really just, like, map out what he is on a technical level. And they said in the thing, like Gandalf the Stranger said, like, what are you? And he said, my name is, like, the only explanation worth giving. I'm Tom Bombadil. That sums it up. Like, there's nothing else like me. There's no category to put me in. I'm Tom Bombadil. You know?
It gave me real, like, Paul Bunyan vibes. Like,
totally.
Just, like, some guy who lives in the woods who has been around since the beginning and just knows the earth. And, yeah.
It's very interesting that he called Gandalf young and he was old. And then he quoted the exact words that Treebeard says to the Roots to release Merry and Pippin a long time later. And now I'm like, who taught who? Did Bombadil learn that from Treebeard, or did Treebeard learn that from Bombadil? You know, which way did that start? But clearly they know each other, or at least met each other, because that's like that's the little common thread. I'm so glad we finally got Bombadil on screen.
Yeah.
Like, that was one of my big criticisms of the Fellowship of the Ring, and I completely understand the justification that, like, it would have done nothing to advance the plot of the War of the Ring, because that criticism can also be leveled against Bombadil's appearance in the novel. It's like, what are we doing here, J.R.R.? Why are we spending so much time on this character?
It's a bit of a detour.
It goes nowhere. It really does. Like, we learn some lessons, but it really doesn't go anywhere in terms of the narrative. Nevertheless, he's an icon. And he's
we're going to get a little more of him, I think. We're definitely going to get a little more, right?
Yes.
He hasn't left his little cottage.
I mean, we've already gotten more of him here than we ever did in any other media, so I'm sure he has not finished teaching to Gandalf his lesson, because Gandalf has to prove himself to be worthy. Like, they set this whole thing up. He has to prove that he's worthy of wielding the staff, and then he can have his staff. So I think that's where we're going with this. Bombadil's going to help him get the staff, or at least help him help himself to get the staff. It's gonna be this whole, like, believe in yourself kind of thing.
Yep.
And then he's gonna learn his name, which is not Gandalf. It's Mithrandir, if you will. And then shit's gonna get crazy. Yeah, Galadriel and her crazy R's, man. Might be my favorite part of the show.
That actress
honestly
is just like, she's amazing.
Yeah, I would love to meet her at a Comic-Con. Yeah. Like, she's quickly getting to the top of my list. Yeah. Like, she's killing it.
Love how intensely she's playing the character. Like, it's so good.
Oh my god! I mean, she's having the worst day. Galadriel is having the worst time right now, and, like, she's more and more pissed in every episode. And I love that for her. Like, I hate that for her, but I love that for us, because it's so, like, it's so entertaining. She's so watchable when she's angry. Like, I'm still not over that scene at the end of season 1 where Halbrand, like, gets in her face and he's, like, trying to shake her and he's, like, yelling at her on the boat.
Yeah.
And she just starts yelling back at him. She's like, no, fuck you. I'm just going to match your energy. Like, that's Galadriel. She's so fiery. No, it's so good. But thank you for watching, everybody. That's all we got for our reaction this week. This reaction was edited by Nerd Chronic to comply with fair use, which means he chopped it down to about 10 minutes of runtime for here on YouTube. You're missing most of the reaction. If you want to check it out in its full uncut glory, it's available over on Patreon. There's a link in the description of the video to the Patreon page. Thanks again, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya!